going back to 125 pounds, and listen, I love it when we get fights at flyweight. We've got a great one between Rogerio Bontorin taking on Tazmexican Devil Ray Borg, former title challenger, against Demetrius Johnson. It was a one-sided affair. Since that, Ray Borg moving up to 135 and then back down to 125. And he's taken on a really tough test in Bontorin, who's on a 4-fight win streak. 3 of those 4 wins by finish. In his last 2, a win over Magomed Bibulatov in his UFC debut. And then after that, a great win over Raulian Paiva, who we're also going to see on this card. Cut open that eyebrow, popped it open, gets the win there. Now he's taking on possibly the toughest test of his career in Ray Borg, who, of course, a great wrestler, a very good grappler in his own right. But Bontorin, of 16 wins, 11 of them by submission, this is going to be a very tough fight for him. What can fans expect in this one at 125 pounds?
So this is another one of those great grappling fights, because you know Ray Borg's game plan is he's going to throw really a lot of volume and then try to take you down. And this is my problem with Ray Borg. It's not a problem, really. It's just a lot of people like to reference his performance against DJ and the amount of heart that he showed in that fight. He did still lose pretty much even if he broke that fight up into 10-second increments, I don't know if he would have won a period of 10 seconds in that fight. And Bontorin, like you had mentioned, jiu-jitsu usually beats wrestling when the wrestler's trying to take down the jiu-jitsu guy. Not always, of course. There are exceptions to that. But Bontorin kind of has the skill set to beat a guy like Ray Borg. And especially when you take into account, Ray Borg isn't a very big flyweight either. I know he's fought at 135 as well, and he's missed weight at 125, but he's not the biggest guy in the division. And Bontorin is like one of the more physically strong guys you're ever going to have to face. So Bontorin, if he can somehow manage to get top position on Ray Borg, I feel like it's going to be a really hard night for Borg.
I mean, Borg in this fight is a minus 145 favorite compared to Bontorin's plus 120. And over on Tapology, a majority of fans going with Ray Borg. A lot of them saying he's going to win by decision. It's a very tough one because, yes, Ray Borg, again, he's faced bigger opponents. Recent fight against Casey Kenny at 135 that didn't go well. He moves back to 25 and gets a win. But you're taking on a guy in Bontorin that is quite a bit, only an inch of height, but he does have 4 inches of reach, a decent striker, a rangy guy, but he can get it done on the ground with the jiu-jitsu. And typically, a rangier guy that has decent striking and, again, a very strong grappling base is able to win out over the wrestler. And yes, again, Ray Borg is challenged for a title, but I think Bontorin is on that come-up at 125 pounds. Matt, who are you picking in this one?
I'm taking Bontorin. It probably won't be by stoppage. It definitely could be. I feel like he's just going to sort of be able to outgrind Ray Borg. We saw Casey Kenny was able to do kind of the same thing, so I'm definitely picking Bontorin in this fight.
I'm going to be taking Bontorin as well, but Matt, you're not going to want to miss the rest of our predictions for UFC Rio Rancho, the main card and the prelims here on Fight Night Picks. Find them over there in the playlist. Give us the thumbs up. And like we always like to say, Matt, with Fight Night Picks on YouTube, let's get into it.